CEO of Bloomcast Journey. I wanted to take you through a presentation and an announcement on this Bloomcast tonight. So you'll probably likely have a lot of questions. And the first question I have for you, though, is can you hear me? You can hear me. Can someone say yes or type in, I can hear Greg?
In the Q&A section.
In the Q&A section. I'm sorry. I'm being directed from all angles of what to tell you. Hopefully you can hear me.
Yeah,
okay, good. You can hear me. So as I was saying, I'm going to take you through a presentation tonight, and we'll end with an announcement and some further details. As I go through the questions, or as I go through the presentation, I'm sorry, you'll probably have quite a few questions. I would ask you to hold those questions or jot them down, because after this Bloomcast is over, we'll be sending out an email with additional documentation that I think will answer most of your questions. And if not, we have other ways to have your questions answered going to be set up, which I'll talk about further in the presentation. So as of now, if you can hold your questions, that would be great. So let's get started. As a little bit of background, we launched FSJ in 2014 with the objective of providing the best product, the highest level of creativity, and the best community anywhere. I've talked to a lot of you, and many of you have told me that we've achieved that. We've come a long way, and we're happy with how we performed against these three objectives. Additionally, our business has grown very nicely, but I have to say the business world around us is rapidly changing, and it's putting pressure on all business models in all industries. And direct sales is one of those industries where there's a lot of pressure being put on by the fact that e-commerce and social media continue to be a growing part of people's world. And businesses need to react. So with that as the background, REF.
They all said they can't hear.
Okay.
No sound.
What would you like me to do?
Try again.
Can you hear me now? Did I back too far away?
Well, Lynn was unmuted. Lynn was muted.
So it's just, ask the people who can't hear, they may want to consider logging out and back in, because there are some people who can hear.
Okay, so some of you can hear me and some of you can't. If you can't hear me, what I'd suggest you do is to log out and then log back in. And what I will do is I will wait for 2 or 3 minutes, and then I will start over to try to get everyone on the same page. So sorry about the technical difficulties, but we'll get them solved. So if you can't hear me, please log out, log back in, and we'll just start over in about 2 or 3 minutes. Thanks.
I can hear.
Okay.
Oh, this is common. Okay.
Yes, it is. Sometimes it's there. How fast they're in. One of the questions is who's there.
I was getting ready to. Becky says you know the chat is disabled, right?
Yes, by design.
All right, so why don't we get started again? As I was saying before, FSJ was launched in 2014, and we had 3 objectives. The first objective was to provide the highest quality products. The second was the highest level of creativity. And the third was the best community anywhere. And as I've talked to people at convention, at leadership, in different places, many of you have told me that you think we've really done a nice job against these 3 objectives. Additionally, our business has grown very nicely over the years because of your efforts. But I have to say the business world around us is rapidly changing, driven by the increasing role of e-commerce and social media in people's lives. That's putting pressure on different business models across different industries, and that includes the direct selling industry. Based upon that, REF, and if you don't know who REF is the owner, the investor in Bloomcast Journey. So they're essentially my boss. They asked me to take a look at our model in the context of this changing business environment and provide a recommendation as to what the future should look like. They also had a well-known industry expert do the same thing in separation with me. When I say an industry expert, he's actually the chairman of the board for a large direct selling company. So he and I both looked at all the options, and we ended up coming to the same conclusion. And that conclusion is to preserve the heart of the brand and drive the business going forward, we need to move away from a pure direct sales model. I know that sounds scary, but I'm going to ask you to just wait until you hear what I'm talking about when I talk about what we're moving to. So the announcement is effective November of this year, we will be moving to a hybrid retail sales model. We know that's not going to meet the needs of every single person on this call, but I believe it'll actually improve the experience for around 90% of you. When we started looking at this model, our objective was to preserve many of the key benefits of the current business, which is why you are a member of FSJ and why you stay with us. At the same time, we looked at how we could add new benefits to attract even more people than we're attracting today. All this was done with the objective of making FSJ more appealing and more accessible to a larger number of people. So what does this mean for me? What does this mean for you? The majority of you will not be affected. And when I say you will not be affected, what I mean is you will have access to even more products than you do today. And I'll talk about that a little more. In many cases, many of you will have a higher commission or discount rate than you do today. We'll be moving to a system that is much easier to use. And we'll also be adding additional benefits, which I'll explain in a few minutes as well. So when I say the majority of you will not be affected, these are the reasons why. The people that will have the biggest change are for those coaches who have very large teams. Because as we move to a hybrid retail model, we no longer will have downline teams. And what that means is we will no longer have downline commissions, which means no longer downline team management and no team recruiting, although obviously you'll focus on continuing to build more and more customers. For those people with large teams, we know this could significantly impact your FSJ income and how you do business. What we've done is we've enhanced our commission program to try to soften the impact of some of this. We realize it won't get you back to whole, but it will help some. And we also will be providing basic training and ideas for ways for you to offset this change by doing things differently than you may be doing today. So even though this will impact you the most, we will work with you, we will be there for you, and we will help you get through this change. So what are some of the benefits when I say we tried to keep the benefits of the key model we have today? Well, first of all, we're going to continue to offer escalating product discounts based upon your personal sales and your customer sales. So you'll still get that product discount. We're going to continue to have commissions from customer sales. We're going to continue to have a Hostess Reward program, although we'll have to modify that a little bit based upon how we execute it. So when it says modified Hostess Rewards program, it's not so much talking about the actual benefits of it, but it's how we execute it. We'll have even more frequent new product launches than we do today because we know that's so critical in terms of keeping the creativity flowing. And we'll continue with our very strong community engagement with creative inspiration from our in-house designers and our concept designers, because we know creative inspiration is the foundation for everything we do. That will not go away. That will stay a core piece of what we do and deliver to you. If I look at what new benefits this new model will allow us to bring to you, there's several. The first is we will no longer have any quarterly or minimum or monthly sales minimums. So no more rushing an order in on the last day of the month or the last day of the grace period to make sure you stay active. We will no longer have sales minimums. There will be an increased base commission for many of our coaches, which is a real positive. We will no longer have an exclusivity requirement. So if you love those Copic markers, now you're free to use those Copic markers and talk all about them. You'll have access to products beyond the FSJ product line. I'll give you more detail about that in a second. We're now going to offer cash and carry on all of our products. We're adding a loyalty program. We'll have a much simpler and easier to use ordering system. We know the current system can be a little fickle, shall I say, at times, and cause a few headaches. The objective with this is to have you spend less time working with the system and more time actually crafting with your friends and doing things to make money. So we're trying to simplify the ordering system. And finally, we've heard a lot of feedback from you about international shipping opportunities, and the move to this new model will actually enable that as well. So there are a ton of new benefits. And one, frankly, that I didn't put on the page, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. Never mind, we'll get to it. All the new benefits that I talk about are really going to be enabled by bringing FSJ and Spellbinders Paper Arts together. As some of you may know, RAF, who owns FSJ, also owns Spellbinders Paper Arts. So going forward, Spellbinders and FSJ will be teaming up, and that will offer you more product to sell, more product to promote, and more product for your customers to get excited about. This is an initial logo we've put together, which you will see when the November 1st date comes around on our website, that brings the Spellbinders and FSJ businesses together. It's Spellbinders plus FSJ. Together, we bring paper to life. To me, this is a natural fit because both brands are in the core paper crafting industry. Both brands are well known, and both brands complement each other. Spellbinders is a little more elegant, maybe even a little more stodgy, while FSJ is a little younger, a little more whimsical. So bringing brands together that have different audiences will help us expand our total audience. And we think that's another big positive of bringing these brands together. So what are some of the benefits of bringing FSJ and Spellbinders together? Well, first of all Spellbinders products that are currently on their website today, you can access that at spellbinders.us or spellbinderspaperarts.com, are now going to be included in all the programs that I talked about that will be part of the new hybrid retail model. So the discounts, the customer commissions, the loyalty, you'll get that on all Spellbinders products and FSJ products. The second benefit is it connects FSJ with one of the strongest craft brands around. This provides cross-marketing, cross-awareness, and cross-selling opportunities that you did not have before. There'll be an improved shopping experience because you'll have the same website, the same cart, and a much easier and more intuitive system. And also you'll have a much better shipping program when we bring the businesses together. The shipping rate will be a $5 flat rate shipping for orders under $75 and free shipping for all orders over $75. So this should be a big benefit for all of you out there. To enable this hybrid retail, we'll have to shift how we do business. And we'll be able to offer these benefits through what we call 3 different programs. The first program we've branded the Creative Co-op. This is where you will get your personal sales discount. Your personal sales discount will be a minimum 20%, a maximum 45%, and this program will be free for the first year. I'll talk more about this program and the other 2 in the coming slides. The second program is called the Creative Affiliate Program. This is an affiliate program where you will earn 15% on your customers' purchases. And the third program is called the Creative Rewards Program, and this is the loyalty program that I talked about. Anyone can sign up for it, even your customers, and it's a free program, and you earn product credits for purchases that you make. So let's take a look at each of these programs a little more in depth. What I'll tell you before I go through this is that part of the follow-up or part of the documentation that we will send you once this call is over will give you all the details of these clubs. So I'm just hitting a few of the key points, but how these different programs work will be spelled out in the documentation we give you. First of all, the Creative Co-op program. This is, as I said, is where the product discounts on personal sales occurs. This is based upon your personal and customer sales. And all coaches will be grandfathered into this program at no charge for the first year. So if you're on this call, you're a coach, you'll be part of this. You can be part of this program for a year at absolutely no charge. What we will do is we will set a discount amount for you based upon your 12-month rolling QV as of September 30th, 2018. As I said before, that can range anywhere from 20% up to 45%. What's also important to note is that Based upon your sales going forward, that rate cannot come down. You're grandfathered at that rate as a floor. But if your sales take off, that rate can grow during that 12-month period. As I said, further details will come out in the documentation that we send afterwards. This is a snapshot of the personal discounts and how they compare to the 12-month rolling personal and customer sales. And this is why I said earlier that many of you will actually have a stronger discount in the new program based upon these new levels. All this information, as I said, is contained in the documentation that will come after this call. The second program is the Creative Affiliate Program. Within the Creative Affiliate Program, you'll be eligible for 15% commission for customer purchases. How this works is that there will not be a replicated website like we have today with the current system. In its place, this will be an affiliate program. So how an affiliate program works is you will set up your affiliate account. You will then set up a link, and then you will put that affiliate link on any touch point you want. So as you think about that, wherever a customer could see something that you have done, I would put that link. You can put that link on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Pinterest, on your website, on your blog. Anywhere customers see you or what you're creating, you should be putting that link. Because what a customer does is they hit that link, they then go to shop, and if they buy something, then you will get commission for that purchase. Once again, this is a free program. There's no fee for this program, and further details will be in the program summary. The third program is the Creative Rewards Program. This is our new loyalty program. And essentially what this does is it provides a $5 product credit for every $100 that is spent. As I said before, coaches are eligible for this, as are customers. And it's redeemable on all products in the website. And I think that's a real key benefit. We're not just saying it's available on these 20 products. It's available on any product in the entire web store. You can also accumulate points based upon other activities or actions. If you write a product review, you can get points. If you do a Facebook like, you can do a point. If you refer a friend, you can get points. All this is broken out also in the program summary. And once again, there's no fee for this program either. So these are the three programs that really make up all the benefits that we're offering to you as part of this new hybrid retail program. The Creative Co-op Program, the Creative Affiliate Program, the Creative Reward Program. And I know I keep saying this, but there's more documentation coming, which will give you all the details and probably more than you would want to know about all these three different programs. So what are the next steps? As I've said, you'll receive an email after this call. And what you'll get in this email is you'll get an announcement from me. It'll be similar to what I've taken you through, but we'll provide a lot more detail in terms of why we're making this move. It'll provide details on the three programs: the Creative Co-op Program, the Creative Affiliate Program, and the Creative Rewards Program. And also, we'll have an overall program FAQs. We've tried to anticipate the questions that many of you have, and those are included in the FAQs. And that's one of the reasons why I said if you could hold your questions, I think most of them will be answered in these 4 documents. In case they're not, what we've done is we've set up 10 different Zoom calls beginning tomorrow. So beginning tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time, we'll have our first Zoom call. We would like for you to attend a Zoom call, because in these Zoom calls, you will get more detailed information about the programs, and it provides you the ability to ask questions about the programs. So as you can see, we have quite a few. I said we have 10. So tomorrow we'll have one at 11, it's Central Time, another one at 1, another one at 3, another one at 5, and another one at 7. On Saturday, we'll have one at 2 in the afternoon, Central Time. And then on Monday, we'll have one at 11, one at 1, one at 3, and then one again at 5. So as you can see, we're very, very serious about making sure you understand how this program works and understand what it means for you. And you can get all that information in these Zoom calls. So in closing, I wanted to say just a few things. The first thing is changing models can be scary. I get that. My point to you is our model didn't make this company. You did. It's not the fact that we were a direct sales company that made this great company. It's the fact that you were involved in it. And what drove that was the relationships that you have brought to the table and the relationships that you have developed over the last several years. These relationships brought you the success you've had so far, and these relationships are what will be key to continuing your success. Your customers don't care about our business model. They care about what you do, how you care about them, the creative inspiration you give to them. So this relationship is such a key part. And for me, it's so much more important than what model that we have. The third piece is that, as they say, and it's an old cliche, change is hard. It is. And this change will require some adjusting to. But I really believe that all of us together can get through this. And I think once we get through this, we will actually be a stronger crafting community. And I say that because we continue to be committed to give you the best product, the highest level of creativity, and the strongest community anywhere. The other piece I would say, and I'd be very remiss if I didn't say this, is just to say thank you to each and every one of you for everything you have done and continue to do. You are the reason we are a success. We could have done nothing of this without you. And you need to understand that I know that, everyone at the Journey crew knows that, and we appreciate everything you have done. I know I've hit you with a lot of information tonight. I know this is likely highly emotional for a lot of you. If I could just ask you one huge, huge favor, and that is sleep on this. Sleep on this. Get up tomorrow. Read the documents that we're sending to you. And then say, is this consistent with, is it similar to what FSJ has brought to me before? Because I think if you do that, I think you'll see that we're preserving the heart of FSJ, but we're bringing in additional benefits that will help you grow faster. It'll help the company to grow faster. And by all of us growing faster, we'll be able to provide you more benefits. So I'm not giving you lip service when I say that I believe this will help the company and it will help everyone in the company. I honestly believe that. But I also do believe that this is a difficult change for you to process right now because I've hit you with something that you weren't expecting tonight. So sleep on it, read the documentation that we're giving you, and then please try to jump on a Zoom call to get additional information and to ask any questions you might have either Friday, Saturday, or Monday. So with that, I thank everyone. I once again thank you for all that you do, and thank you so much for being part of this call.